Hello everyone, this is me, Sadia here, and I'm back with another reading, which is going to be for all of you out there who really want to know how your relationship with your future spouse is going to be. This reading will help you know that. So, I have two piles here, orange and blue. Orange and yellow. Pick whichever you want to choose to see how your relationship with your future spouse is going to be. And just be mindful. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone out there. Pick whatever resonate and leave the rest. For personal reads, you can always reach out to me on my email ID in the description box. You can also check out other services that I offer as well in the description box. So let's see how your relationship with your future spouse is going to be. I'm going to start the reading with the orange pile. Let's see how your relationship with your future spouse is going to be. For the people who are choosing the orange pile, how your relationship with them is going to be. How your relationship with your future spouse is going to be. So we do have the time heals. Be patient, give time a chance to work its magic. Honest, reliable, mature. So I really feel like, for some of you, probably you are going to get married to someone who is going to be, who's going to come in your life when probably you're not so loving towards love, relationship. You're not going to be having that kind of emotion towards love, marriage, engagement as such. Maybe you would have been through a lot and you would have that thing that it doesn't excite you anymore. It doesn't make you feel like you want to be in love or you want to be with someone specific as such. You would have become kind of like very uh you might have become very silent, very unexcited when it comes to these things. But when this person enters in your life and the way your relationship is going to build with this person, it's going to make you feel like, um, probably you can go for it again. With this person, you would feel a different magic. You would feel a different connection. And this wouldn't feel like a fairy tale. This would feel like this person is genuine. You would be able to trust them. You would be able to heal your heart being with them. So this person is not going to be like doing anything over the top, to be honest, but they would be so genuine with everything that they do that you're going to feel like giving into the connection with them. So I really feel like, this person, whoever it is that you're going to get married to, whoever is your future spouse, your relationship with this person from day one, probably when you meet this person as well, it's going to be very different. It's going to be very genuine, and you would not feel for a second that this person is pretending to be something different, that they are not actually. You'd feel that this is the most reliable person that you could meet and be with. I also feel like, for some of you, this person is going to be really, really, really caring towards you, somebody that you can rely upon. So for some of you, you might meet this person as a friend, and that's how you're going to meet this person, and that's how you're going to get to know this person. For others of you, you might get you might be set on a date with this person by your friends or something, like people that people who know you so well that they would know that this kind of person is what can make you happy. So maybe that's how they're going to set you up on a date with this person. But maybe you're going to start getting to know each other first as friends, and that's how you're going to see your relationship going towards marriage, and that's how you're going to feel like giving this person a chance in love, because this person is going to heal your heart. It's going to make you feel like um you know that you can find honest people again in life. So your trust is going to start rebuilding in relationship, love, and all those things. And this person is going to be a mature person. This is not going to be somebody who is not like who's like passing time kind of energy. They are going to be very mature in what they bring into this relationship. Sweet allure, embrace the unknown and let love bloom on its own. Mystery, believe, let go. I also feel like, for a majority of you, your relationship with this person is going to feel like, um, you wouldn't know this person as such, and then you would want to let their charm allure you, and you're going to feel like going with it because there will be like a lot of mystery around it, and this person is going to be different than your exes for sure. This is not going to be like one of your ex, or is going to remind you of your ex, and this person is going to feel like really different, and you would want to try your luck with this person. And I really feel like, when you're gonna get to know this person, be with this person is gonna make, I feel like, they're gonna take you in a euphoric state for some reason. You're gonna feel like this is like different. This is gonna be completely out of this world kind of experience, and you're gonna feel like, wow, this is the one. So your relationship with that person is gonna be like such, where, before you meet and after you get to be, spouses to each other, you're gonna feel this continue to grow that way. Like, you're gonna have like there is going to be a sense of mystery with this person. There is going to be a sense of uh uncertainty around what they're going to do next, in a loving way, to surprise you, to make you feel happy, to make you feel like you're loved and cherished. They will always surprise you with something or the other in a good way, is what I see here. And it's all because they are going to love you so much, and they're going to make you feel like, you have to let go of whatever you experienced before them. This is what your love life is, and you should cherish it. You should just be with it. So that's how I see your future spouse and your relationship is going to be. They're going to make you feel loved. I feel like, they are not going to get loved by you as such, because the love that they have to offer is going to be way more than what you probably can take or embrace, because it's going to be like overwhelming for you, especially after you have been through tough relationships and situationships. This person is going to feel like a blessing, but at the same time, I really feel like, for some reason, this person is going to feel they're going to get their satisfaction um, with loving you. They would not be probably like, so demanding in any way. I feel like they would love to take care of you or take care of you and all those things. So I really see you are gonna get loved more than they are gonna get loved by you. So that's how your relationship with your future spouse is gonna be. So if it was of help, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's move on to the next pile. Whoever chose the yellow pile, let's see how your relationship with your future spouse is going to be, whether before you meet them, or before you get married to them, soon after you meet them, or after marriage, how your future spouse relationship is going to be with you. How would your relationship be with each other? Expression: being able to share your feelings openly, vulnerable, honesty. Wow, this is beautiful. I really feel like, your relationship with this person is going to be very expressive. You're going to love sharing your heart out. They're going to love sharing their heart out. I also feel like, there will be a lot of communication back and forth that you're going to have with this person before you get married to each other. And even after you are married to each other, they are going to make sure that they keep checking, like, are you okay? Have you had your dinner or something like that? So I really see it to be like very bubbly kind of a connection that you're going to have with this person. For some of you, you might get married early at age as well, is what I see here. You would have that young energy around your relationship with your person. And you would feel vulnerable to being with this person, and they will be also vulnerable. And you would love that side of them, is what I see here. Your relationship is going to be very honest, and I really feel like, you would love sharing all and everything. Like, if something happens at the work, you would want to call them up and let them know that this happened. Same goes from their side as well. So I really feel like, that's how your relationship is going to be, like very honest, very open, very free, where you share all and everything without any filter. You don't want that, that you would feel like sharing all and everything with this person for sure. Rambling rows, growing apart, or getting some space to think, evolving outsiders. I feel like, for some of you, um, you might have been through connections where I feel like, for some of you, let me put both the scenarios out, because I feel like, for some of you, this person and your relationship is going to be very communicative, right? For some of you, this might get overwhelming to handle. Like, it's too much of texting, too much of talking and all those things. Maybe you would want your time to be like, with yourself as well. So you would want this person to give you space sometimes. Maybe they're going to be more too attached to you, that they would want to share all and everything, and vice versa. But if that happens, I feel like, your connection with this person is going to be like, they would want time, for themselves from time to time. So they would probably have that kind of thing, like, where you are like so communicative and so like expressive all and everything. and probably they would need some time for away from you, or to process their things, their life. That can also be the thing, like, one person is so expressive, the other person is not, so it can be that kind of a connection for some of you. That's how your future spouse could be. Like, maybe you are somebody who's like not so communicative and everything, and your person is going to be like that. And maybe there will be like some sort of those days coming in the connection as well, where you would want your space, or your person would want their space, and then the other person would be like communicating a lot. But I really feel like, for some of you, um this can also mean that, this connection came in or comes in your life when um you were dealing with a lot of things, or they were dealing with a lot of things in their life, or they were like, having a lot to think about, having a lot to kind of process. And then there is like, the two of you are sticking around, like, if they need their time, if they need their time, you give them the time. If you need the time, they give you the time. And they make sure that they are always there. They are very responsive, is what I see here. But at the same time, I really feel like, there will be times and moments in this relationship where this person would need time apart from you and from this connection, so they evolve. It can also be your energy, but because we are tapping into your future spouse energy and the energy of the connection, so it can be like your energy, or it can be the energy of the person as well. But whatever the case is, I really feel like, it's more about them evolving themselves, which is why they want to take some time off from the relationship from time to time. But it can also be your own energy as well. In as you move into this relationship with this person, probably you would need some time for yourself, where you would want to travel away from this person, or have your time spent with yourself, so you could process your life, your profession, your career, your job, your life, your dreams, your desires, and all those things. So I really feel like, it's going to be more of a too much of time together, and then probably no time together kind of a connection. So for some of you, maybe you would be traveling away from their person, or they would be traveling away from you. But it's like going to be like, you or your partner would be wanting time and space from each other, away from each other, from time to time. I really feel like, no, that's going to happen. That's going to be like a theme of this relationship that you have with your partner, future spouse. And I feel like, it's going to feel like, initially maybe you're going to feel like, oh, we are growing apart, but that's not going to be the case. I feel like, it's the way they process, it's the way they hold on. I feel like, it's more like, this person would want, they would want their time and space from time to time. And I feel like, maybe if it's not your person, then it's going to be you. And it's not because they would want to be with somebody else, but to be with themselves. So they evolve, so they think, so they grow. So that's how the nature of you or your partner is going to be after you get to be with someone. So I really feel like, your relationship is going to be very intense, and be that, on the mutual side, or being on the separate side. So it's going to be like, either the two of you are together doing all the things together, and then there would be moments and times when you are going to grow apart, just to spend some individual time with yourself. So that's the kind of relationship that you're going to have with your future spouse. And I really feel like, this might sound some sort of not so positive for some of you, but if and when you understand, or if this is you, you would definitely understand what it is all about. But if it's not you, then I feel like, it will take you time to understand this side of this connection, where you probably initially you would feel like maybe they want to be with the other people and stuff like that, but then you're going to realize that they are taking their time with themselves. So that's how they would want their time. For some of you, it doesn't have to be that they will go like, from being very connected to being very isolated. That could also mean that they would like, every day they would want their time with themselves, like, for 1 hour, for 2 hours. That could also be the theme for some of you. But I really feel like, they would always need some time for themselves or the other. Like, it's going to be like that kind of a connection that you have with this person. And maybe you're going to be wanting to talk to them more, and probably they would not be available for that, time frame as well. So that could also happen for some of you. But I really feel like, I also feel like, for some of you, this person would not have many friends. They love their own company. They love to be with themselves. So they might have lived all their life alone, and that could also be the case, which is why they, after the two of you come together as a couple, as a partner, maybe initially it would be like, something that they would love, but then they would need their time and space from time to time. And this is something like, again, sometimes when you try and pretend to be like, okay, fine, you're okay with this kind of life where you're expressive, where you're like, talking to each other so much and stuff, but then you feel like this is not you, so you want to be you, and this is what their true self is going to be. So if you could understand that in the beginning, then you would allow this person to have their space, and then you would keep yourself busy with other things. And if you don't keep yourself busy with other things, you would have trouble getting married to this person. You would have troublesome marriage with this person, I would say, because I really feel like, this kind of nature is not everybody's cup of tea. So it's going to be difficult for some of you, to be honest. I have to put out there, because it's like energy which I see coming through for you, for the people who chose yellow pile. So that means you would have to be prepared for this. If you could handle it well, it could go forever. But if you could not, then there would be like issues between the two of you. So yeah, that's the kind of relationship that I see coming between you and your future spouse. If it was of help, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till I do the next read. Take care. Bye.